Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. And yes, I am on the road and my dear James is driving. Say hi, James. All right, so what's the news for this week? Well, I have very good news for you. Now, for a while now, my Topican Healing VIP members, my high-level clients that have been working a long time with me have been noticing our abilities to create what I call positive new morphic fields or blueprints that we can all tap into, and that's a positive thing. So, for example, one of the things that has been evolving has been the positive morphic fields of what I call the selves. So self-reliance, self-fulfillment, self-responsibility, self-worth, self-trust. There's all these selves, I call them. And there is a blueprint for each and every one of these things. And we can tap into that blueprint. Now, what's been really interesting over the several months, and definitely over the last few weeks, is that these selves morphic fields have been calling for evolution. So with ascension upgrades, we have been manually upgrading or evolving each of those. So we have the most evolved version of, say, self-reliance. So if you are doing Topican Healing and you're looking at Topican Healing Guide number 2 with all the positive morphic fields there, all those blueprints you can download to yourself, you might have noticed that you've been so-called re-downloading ones you already have. And the reason that is because there are newer, more evolved versions available. Now, a lot of times I have to be alerted to these things in order to make yet another evolutionary jump for all of us, or at least to announce what it is. And here's the announcement. These positive morphic fields that get upgraded with ascension, in the past, we had to ask for those upgrades, ask for those morphic fields in ourselves to be upgraded to the highest blueprint possible. But now it is set up, thanks to the ascension process, thanks to us understanding this and creating a brand new rule or field or whatever you want to call it. Now we have all of these fields self-evolving or auto-evolving. In other words, if you have downloaded the positive morphic field of, say, self-reliance, then instead of having to re-download, or not re-download, but download and update it and upgrade it manually, you will be able to actually have that happen automatically. Sorry, my video is jumping up and down here. So for most people now, especially us sensitive souls and in this tribe, these positive morphic fields are going to be auto-upgrading. So we do not have to do it ourselves. And this is a fantastic thing. Now, there's some really interesting scientific proof related to this. I'm reading Dr. Rupert Sheldrake's book, Science Set Free. Actually, I'm listening to it on Audible. And I may have mentioned this last week, but crystals, when they form, they can actually automatically evolve to a different form of crystal without any human intervention or any other type of seeding or something like that to cause a new crystal formation. An example of that was xylitol. Xylitol was a particular type of crystal when it was first made, but it automatically evolved itself to a different form of crystal, which might be more stable. And so it seems like life evolves over time. And so the laws of nature even are not even constant. Like I used to think the laws of nature are the laws of nature. The fundamental laws of nature never change. But come to find out, they do. Like, for example, the speed of light. Did you know that the speed of light changes every few decades? I did not know that. I just found that out through this book. Also, the second is measured as light radiation, the speed of light radiation of cesium going from one state to another. And so that can also change. So not even is time constant or light, the light speed or, it's nothing is constant, really. It's always evolving, it's always changing. So it's a matter of habits. Dr. Sheldrake talks about, nature is has all these habits. So maybe we have a habit of having some negative thought or negative pattern. And then we download the positive thought or pattern, and we pull the negative patterns out. Then what has to happen in order for us to live that new positive reality is practicing in that new blueprint, so we get more and more habits formed in that way, and then life starts to bend and mold itself to that new reality. So many of the VIP students and myself have been creating brand new morphic fields for us to tap into, especially ones with, for light being starseeds or earth angels. So we can tap into these positive morphic fields that have been co-created that among us through our imagination, through duplicate healing, through the frequencies, ascension that are available. So we can all live better and happier lives. So pretty cool stuff. So auto-evolving positive morphic fields. Cool or cool? So the second piece of news I wanted to talk to you about is, again, ascension related. And it's about we are being asked to be in our new reality. Now, it's funny because that's spelled be in, but it's very like being. So it's like being your new reality. So with every part of your being, your senses, you're managing that state within, that frequency, that vibe within. Being your new reality is the fastest, quickest way, to not only heal, but create prosperity and new realities. But the thing is, it's not about your thoughts, actually, per se. It's not about having a positive thought, per se, about, oh, my life's going to get better, or it's not about hoping it's going to get better. It's literally being in that space, vibrating in that space. So some of you are like, well, I tried positive thinking, it doesn't really work, and I tried the law of attraction, I tried, being grateful for, what I have, and it just, blows up in my face, it doesn't work, and the thing is that if you are saying those things, it is 100% obvious to me that you're not managing your being, your state of being. Because those that have managed the state of being don't have those kinds of judgments. And it's not about thought, it's about being. So I know it's a little deep here, so see what I mean. So when you do the practices to help your state of being, of course, traditionally we've used meditation. Now I never really got into meditation that well. Not until lately, because I was missing a piece, because I didn't understand the whole being thing. I was trying to go through the mind to meditate. So I was trying to still the mind, watch my thoughts, and I'm like, how do I watch my thoughts? Like, what does it look like? I'm such a visual person, right? Like, what does that all mean? Right? And I didn't really get anything out of it. I didn't try long enough to get anything out of it. And people were meditating 1-2 hours a day, and I'm like, hello, I'm busy, I don't have that kind of time. So but now that I understand, it's my state of being that makes the difference throughout the whole day, not just through this meditation for an hour or two or whatever. In my case, 20 minutes is what I can spare. It's how do we manage our state of being with everything that happens to us? Can we still vibrate at that level? So for me, being clairsentient, highly clairsentient, and empathetic, for me, going through the body is the doorway into that stillness. That's what I call the stillness through observing internal movement. So in that space, and I'm right now paying attention to that vibration within while I'm talking to you, and that's the cool thing, is that I can be meditating, so to speak, in this being state and managing my state while I'm interacting and while I'm awake, while I'm talking, while I'm doing something else. Of course, it's wonderful to be completely still, to be completely yin, the yin and yang, right? So I still encourage people to do that for at least 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. But this being state that you can tap into periodically throughout the day is what really is going to help your health a lot, your prosperity a lot, your peace and joy immediately. So that is the guidance from Source this week, is that things are manifesting faster than ever before. So it behooves all of us to manage our being state as well as possible, because things are manifesting quickly. So, not about your head, it's about your being. So a few announcements. Number one, on Monday's show, I'm going to be doing a solo show here. I'm traveling. So Monday, April 29th at 12 noon Eastern. The topic of the show is going to be, and I've written it down here, top mistakes sensitive souls make, keeping them anxious, overwhelmed, and exhausted. So we are going to go through some of these top mistakes that so many of us, including myself, have made or are making that keep us feeling crappy and not peaceful, positive, or calm. So please join me for the show live, because we are going to do some live readings here, and also, some live mentoring and coaching as well. These mini readings and some mini healings. So if you happen to be a light warrior sensitive soul, experiencing overwhelm, then we'll see what we're guided to do in terms of helping you. And learning some of these mistakes and getting started is super, super important, because you are needed. You are needed to help raise the vibration of the planet. And if you do not feel good, then it's going to be a heck of a lot more difficult for everyone else. But you have a big job to do. So my vested interest is to help you shine your light brightly, so we can, as a collective, pull the world out of darkness. So join me Monday at noon Eastern for this show. And we will, if you don't have them on my email list, then we'll send you the link through the email. You can go on KarenCan.com to get on the email list. Also, you can call in the show live and raise your hand to ask a question. The number is 818-514-1190, and just hit 1 so we know that your hand is up. So 818-514-1190. And so this is a live show, and I'm doing it solo, so we can do some mini readings, mini healings, as far as and as well as our topic. And also, I want to share with you just how important this coming up is. So in September 22nd to 27th, I am super jazzed to be a speaker and trainer at the Omega Institute, the very prestigious Omega Institute. It's one of the top institutes in America, where people go for spiritual yoga, wellness retreats. And the Light Warrior Training Camp is going to be at that time 5 days with me in the beautiful Rhinebeck, New York. I want you to come. I want you to come and experience how to start really turning your sensitivity into a superpower. So we are going to be doing some major superpower training here at the Light Warrior Camp, and I want you to be there. So the link to register is KarenCan.com/omega, OMEGA, KarenCan.com/omega. So register soon, and I will have some future announcements for the folks that are registering in the early bird. But that's a little bit, secret right now, so I will be announcing that later. So if you really want to get to the next level quicker, faster, you really want to do live training with me. So come to the Light Warrior training at the Omega Institute. Okay, I don't know how people wear these earbud things. They're always falling out. Okay, last announcement. Tuesday. So Tuesday, April 30th, I'm going to be doing a free webinar related to the LifeWave X39 phototherapy stem cell patch. So you might have heard all the hubbub and the buzz about the stem cell patch. Maybe you have some questions. Maybe you missed, the Telesummit release of the X39. If you are interested in healing faster, quicker, less expensive than traditional stem cell therapies, and you're interested in natural therapy and light therapy, this is a no-brainer. You got to come to the webinar Tuesday, because I'll be answering questions. I'll be talking about how they work, what my experiences have been with these phototherapy patches, and I'll teach you how you can either get them wholesale or retail, and what's the best options for you. So that is live. And if you can't make it live, it's going to be Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. But if you can't make it live, then you can just register, and then we'll send you the replay. So the link for that is patchtrainingteam.com/X39 webinar, all one word. So patchtrainingteam.com/X39 webinar. So I hope to see you Monday on the radio show, Tuesday for the webinar, and in September at the Omega Institute. Well, that's this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. Have a wonderful week. Love to you. Bye.